Are we live? Yeah?
All right. We're not live, but we're recording. It's recording. I think it's recording.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? All right. I'm going to take a pic to start and get in there. And this is a nice mic. I wouldn't mind using it in the future.
Oh, man.
All right. Oh. It started without us. I don't know how. Cheese. Cheese. It's not cheesing. All right. We need a cover for this thing. Is that good?
We're good.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Let me shut my phone off now that just happened, huh? Okay. All right.
All right.
Here we go.
Yeah.
All right. Well.
First off, I want to say, before we start anything, I need a big hug.
Oh, yay. We're in Atlantic City.
We're in Atlantic City, and we've been doing this thing, which we're going to introduce. I'm going to let her introduce this, okay? Fresh. But we had a hug because, here we go.
Yeah. Welcome to the Blow and Smoke Coast to Coast podcast, which is now...
What is it? What is it now?
We are Event Alchemy. We are the Event Alchemist podcast. And Big Ern and I are your event alchemists. We are transforming ordinary events into gold because we are professionals, we're specialists. And now, instead of us just bantering back and forth, telling the usual stories, we're going to be inviting professionals, event professionals, people who have really just demonstrated that they know how to level up an ordinary event and then give us, tips and tricks that we can share with you. Whether you're an event planner, a DJ, somebody who's just interested in the event industry.
Yes.
We're doing all of it.
And we're in one of the best places to do that, to meet other like-minded people in the entertainment industry itself. Where are we right now? What is this place?
Oh, this is the Hard Rock Hotel. And it's
Atlantic City, people.
Yes, right on the boardwalk. There's been so many exciting things happening. We've only been here less than 48 hours, and so much has already happened. From the daytime stuff of partying during the day to partying at night, and then seminars in between, which we were trying to catch,
which is all put on by the DJ Expo. That's right. This is the DJ Expo.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people may know about it, but there's a ton of people that don't know about it.
All over the place, we're in Atlantic City.
I got her.
We're in the DJX.
I got her. That's what I'm here
Team
for.
Effort, people.
Team effort. Yes, absolutely. But we've been doing this thing for a while.
We just had a 1-year anniversary.
Right. But literally, the reason why it was coast to coast is because you're over in Connecticut, correct?
Yeah.
We're out in Connecticut.
Center of the state, really a mile from the center of the state.
So we got the East Coast, and then myself, I was originally based in Washington State. Do you know how many miles that is? I did the math, but I want to test her real quick. What was the math?
Oh God, I'm gonna be so off.
It's a long ass way.
3,000 miles.
Over 3,000 miles, and we're here now. Finally, instead of doing all this,
Right. Yeah. The
online Zooms and stuff. Oh, but we're here.
Yeah,
we're here.
The more we got into it, we started off having technical difficulties because we were kind of just doing it because we wanted to do it. And a tip of it, or a piece of advice that I've gotten from people is you don't have to be perfect to get started. So if you have an idea, don't wait until it's perfect. You don't have to know how to do everything we didn't know how to use the program, the technology, the mic, all of it. It was kind of just we figured it out as we went, and now we're ready. I think with all the technical difficulties and troubleshooting, we're ready to take it to the next level with Event Alchemy.
That's right.
So, we're here. We're going to interview some people, I think,
yeah.
as we have time. But let's talk about DJX some more and some of the exciting things that have been happening. Because you're wearing the Bun Booth T-shirt, right? Look at that.
There is
sick
so much
T-shirt
to go over. So we are right now on day 2. Okay. So we're going to go over day 1. And then we'll go through day 2. So
this is a guy right here. If we don't bring him in, we would be doing ourselves a disservice.
Get over here, sweet. Come around.
How are you?
Mike Walter is in the building, and we're talking Event Alchemy, which is our new podcast.
Yeah, we're live.
Yeah.
Hi.
So we're talking about leveling up events, and you, I think, can offer one. I'm just going to grab the phone. You can offer one piece of advice, I think, right? Do you want to share your mic?
I was gonna give him the mic. You can put that.
Oh, okay. Well,
Okay.
let's get a close-up of Mike Walter here, VIP in our booth. All right.
What do we mean by leveling up?
So I would say that you have a specialty, and you were teaching it here
Well,
at
I
DJX.
did a seminar yesterday morning about emceeing and just making sure when you interact with your audience and you can stand out that way and prompting them and hyping the crowd, whatever terminology you want to use. And the seminar went over well. And the best part is I've been asked to do it again at MEX. So if you missed it here, you can see me in February in Las Vegas. So how's that for a little?
Get your tickets. See
Yeah,
you.
Just to see
show.
Mike. And
Just
if he
like
has
this.
any, are you doing any master classes or anything on the side that people can sign up for?
I'm not currently booked for any, but if anybody's interested, you can reach out to me. And actually, I shouldn't say that. I'm going out to Iowa. I hope it's Iowa, or is it Idaho? I'm so
It's one of those
But
eyes.
yeah, there's a group bringing me out to do a workshop in October. Yeah.
Awesome. So yeah, I've seen people asking online how they can become a better MC, which is a really important part to leveling up your events. If
Absolutely.
you are not good on the microphone, then I absolutely think that the number one thing might be to start with MC skills.
Yeah, because we
Mike
can't
Walter
all
walked
sing
in.
as beautifully as you, so some of us have to rely on our speaking voice.
Thank you.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate that. Well, thank you, Mike. You're our very first
My
guest.
pleasure. Oh, wow.
I
Holy
appreciate you
first
being
guest.
here.
And I just came over to say
Perfect
hello.
timing.
That's awesome.
I love it.
Very
I
cool.
love it.
Very cool.
We had Mike Walter here.
Nice. I'm honored.
All right, let's see.
I'll catch
Thank
up
you,
with
Mike.
Take care.
Thank you, Mike.
Hey, I think we should bring Marco in the building. I think Marco should be our next guest, right? Marco, do you mind? Come talk to us for a minute. We're gonna ask you. Come on over.
Just sneak right here in between.
Yeah. All right. So let's see. There we go. I'll come around the side. All right. So first, we have to say thank you, right? No, I'm gonna scooch in here a little bit. All right.
And our microphone should pick him up.
There we go.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
So here, let's hold it. All right. So first of all, thank you, Electro Voice. This is Marco, and he just he gave us some equipment to use on the pier the other night. So we did a really cool set with a whole bunch of DJs, and the sound was superior because we used EV50s. So one way to level up an event, I guess, would be your equipment, right?
Absolutely, there are great tools for like DJs and powerful, clear. You guys hear it. It's
Thank you
what
very
we do.
much.
It was impressive, and I
Thank
think
you.
a lot of people were looking at him and they're like, "Oh, these come in white. These
Oh,
are really
yeah.
nice. What kind of
Yeah.
speakers are these?" So like the questions come in and the sound is complemented, and that's part of having a really amazing event is knowing how to run your sound. And if you have a simple,
But easy to set up.
It
Yeah,
is so
easy
easy.
to set up. And the speaker does for itself. You get even tone coverage, no loose frequencies going around
Right.
with a Volt. The one that you have is the Volt 50.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's one of the most popular ones that we have.
Very nice.
well, we were super grateful,
Hey,
and
thank you. You guys.
yeah, thank you
so
for
guest
letting us
number
do this.
two,
You
guest
guys are-
number two.
You guys are the talented ones, so we just amplify that.
Thank you. Well,
Yeah.
you're making us sound really good and making us
Cool.
look good too.
Always.
Yeah, and you're saving me a lot of lifting up, putting
Oh,
my
of course.
speakers up on stands
Yeah.
because I have these amazing subwoofers now. I'm so excited to have subwoofers. So yeah,
Cool.
so if you need any equipment at all, please reach out Marco at Electro Voice.
Yes.
He will
How do
give
they
you
get
the
hold of you?
hookup.
What's the best way?
Instagram, Facebook, or Rebo DJ.
Okay, cool.
I go by Rebo DJ.
Yes.
Yes,
You know, we'll drop that somewhere in the comments or somewhere
Sure.
in the info for the
Yeah.
podcast. Thank you
All
again for
right, thank you,
everything. I
guys.
appreciate
Thank
you so
you.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes. Oh, you're awesome.
Oh, I don't get a hug? That's nice.
Oh, that's gonna leave a mark. All right, that's
Wait,
part
wait,
of
no,
a.
no, no, come on. Can we? Can we? Seriously. We got all these people that are behind the camera right now. Look what we got here.
This is great.
What?
Come on in. Come on in.
What? What do you mean
I was ready to take my
Watch
clothes
out
off.
for that mic. It might get you somewhere you don't want it to
Oh,
get you.
Oh,
I'm actually into that kind of stuff.
Well, then stand right there.
I was getting ready to take my clothes off,
You
and then I
what?
saw you guys here, and then now I'm really ready to take my clothes off.
he
All right.
distracted me so hard. I had to get him up here. I mean, he was back there, yes, literally lifting his shirt.
I
I'm getting
mean,
ready.
Got to give the people what
We
they
didn't even
want.
have to show us your anything, and you just showed us.
This is
so
how cool
this
this
is how we got him in the
expo
booth.
is. This is how cool it is, and who you get to see
Yeah,
and run
I'm
into.
excited to hear what he's gonna offer us.
What am I going to offer?
We
Well,
are
we're gonna ask
we
you a
are live right
question.
now.
Please do it.
And we know you have the answer that we need. So
I'm waiting for you.
we are event alchemists, and so are you. We turn ordinary events into gold, right?
I would say so.
We just heard about emceeing from Mike Walter, and then Marco gave us really good sound quality. So aside from those two things, what else do you think makes for an elevated event?
Introduce yourself first.
Yes,
Well,
who are you? And tell
hi.
us some more about what you think.
Well, hi, I'm Dylan Weissman from Explosive Entertainment out of Central New Jersey. And we focus mainly on really high-end bar and bat mitzvah celebrations. And we do some weddings, we do some corporate, and we produced a show floor upstairs. So we do a little bit of everything. And to answer your question about what, if I'm paraphrasing it wrong, like it's what makes an event gold. Is that how I'm understanding it?
Like, how do you take an ordinary event? Let's say there's a somebody calls you for a mitzvah and they have some ideas. How do you transform what they gave you into something bigger and more impressive and like mind blowing?
Well, you know what? I think it really starts with coming at it from a place of passion, but also willingness to solve a problem that they have created in their head. Whether it's, hey, I really want something different than my friends and family. That's a problem that we can solve here. And I think it's coming from a place of empathy. And if we can understand that, hey, these people have something really, really important in their brain, and we have to now translate that. I think that it starts in the listening process. And without a doubt, you know, you can be a great MC, you can be a great DJ, you can play all the right music, but it comes down to coming from a place of empathy. And I think that if we can understand the people that we're working with the most, I think we solve their problems, and then we can create something really special, or in your case, gold.
You know, that was super eloquent.
I was going to
such
say,
a perfect answer to offset what we just heard.
I'm not a sap for movies or anything like that, but whenever this guy talks to me like that, I cry
You know
tears
what?
of joy because he's hitting my heartstrings every time.
That's the idea. Look, we're doing once in a lifetime events, and if we can understand that and really harness that. Look, we get married every weekend, we get bar mitzvah every weekend. But for these individuals, this is an escape, and we have an opportunity there, and let's not waste that.
I love that. Okay, so we just had 3 freaking pieces of gold given to us now that you have. So you're going to take what Dylan said. Explosive Entertainment is, I don't even know how to describe them. What is the word? They do elevated
It's in the
entertainment, but
name.
it's all of the things from like the big emceeing and the big stages and setups and stuff, but like the personality, and then they bring the dancers, and like it's such a cool show and a vibe. So if you're not yet following Explosive Entertainment, you should be. Super amazing information.
Where
for
can they
you
find you?
people.
Where can people find you?
Well, everyone can find us at XE Events on Instagram or xeevents.com.
Yes.
There you
All
go.
right, we appreciate you so much.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Thank
This
you.
is fun.
All right.
Be good, guys.
I love you, man.
Love you guys.
Aw.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right.
All right, don't trip.
Look what's happening.
Yeah, be careful with that. It's dangerous.
Thank you, Dylan.
Wow. So I
Look
don't
what
even.
just happened.
That was not planned.
That was not planned.
We didn't have any guests planned. We were
No.
actually Chi-Town Shaney. Please come to our podcast. Oh, she doesn't have time. All right, Shaney's got important things to do. We've got superstars in the building, and they've got places to be. And like I said, this isn't planned. We don't have everybody on the agenda, but we're gonna keep it going.
Yeah. So
I don't.
the
Are you in the
breakdown.
frame? Are we in the frame? We moved
The
stuff
breakdown.
around.
No, we're all good. We're all
Okay.
good. I think we're good.
All right, let's get this thing back on me.
You set her up right. Do you have me set her now?
I
Or you
hope
set her?
so. I don't know.
Let me set her in.
Hey, the Kung Fu DJ. So this, if you just sit right here, you are gonna watch.
What's that? Oh, no, we're not.
This
We're
is why
recording,
you should be on
pre-recording, yeah.
DJX. We're doing a live podcast.
appreciate it, yeah.
Welcome. This is the Kung Fu DJ. We're gonna ask you a question now that you're here.
Okay, what's up?
Here, let's scooch right in the middle.
Sir?
Right in the middle.
Or let me just
Oh, you
stand
gotta
Put you
you
right
gotta
here.
stand on that.
All right, yeah, because
Okay,
you gotta
yeah,
show us
stand.
your moves.
I need a
Okay.
little more space, but that's okay.
Listen, all right.
What's up?
You're gonna be cramped for about 30 seconds.
All right, cool.
All right.
Ask
He
away.
said I need more room.
We're starting a brand new podcast. This
I
is
love it.
Event Alchemy. We're talking about transforming ordinary events into gold.
Ooh.
And so we've heard now about having excellent customer service,
Okay.
superior sound quality,
Okay.
and some really good MC skills.
Yeah.
You got to be
Right.
like confident and all that.
Yes.
So as the Kung Fu DJ, you do something different. So we're not gonna, maybe recommend everybody go out and learn to do what you do.
Yeah. No.
But what makes you different, and why are you different when you do your events?
Well, to take it a step back beyond Kung Fu, my name is Brandon Brown, and I
Yeah.
specialize in bar and bat mitzvahs and
Yes.
weddings in Chicago.
All right.
So for me, as an MC who's actually mobile out on the floor with the microphone, I think it's all about connection. It's all about, like, I love to give people compliments. You know what I'm saying? Even before we get started on the dance floor,
Absolutely.
I'm floating around. Hey, dude, I love those glasses. Girl, you look amazing in
Connection.
that dress.
Yes.
Right? So if you give those little nuggets to people, they'll instantly, they'll latch onto you. They'll like you. And then when it's time and you get on the middle of that dance floor and you're like, all right, where my party people at? Come on out.
You're like the Pied Piper.
Yes. And they're
Right.
like, oh, you know what? I know that guy. I like that guy. And then you got them.
Love
And,
it.
and all you have to do is just keep building it up. Man, if you have the right DJ or if you're DJing yourself, just making sure that the music builds and hits. You want to hit them with the bangers, not play songs too long, not play them too short. Of course, always reading the crowd. And
Well, you know what else you do to elevate your events that not everybody does? You drum.
oh yeah,
You
yeah.
add your drums. And
Yeah, I
you
love the
have
live
light
element.
sticks and
Yeah.
so you're like a live performance entertainer. You're not
Yes.
just a DJ. You're not just an MC.
Yes.
You're an entertainer. And
I'm
you're
an
really
entertainer.
good at it.
Thank you.
And so I don't know. I think that what you just said was gold nugget number 4, and
it's
really
all about
glad.
connection.
Yes, and what's really cool is Brandon and I are emceeing the main stage today
Yes.
on the showroom floor, and
Yeah.
this is an awesome experience for
Yes.
us, right? And I was saying one reason to come to the DJX is to network, to build, your education.
That is probably the best thing here. Is
DJs.
networking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Networking
See,
with
hear,
everybody.
connect. That's
Yeah.
what it's.
Right.
That's what it is.
Yes. Thank you.
See?
Thank you.
See, we
That's
get it.
right.
Yeah,
That's
man.
what we're doing today.
That's right.
Thank you for joining us. I'll see you back on that main
I love
stage in
it.
a little bit.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Let's see if I got there.
My
Man.
My
Right here, Kung Fu DJ.
All right,
Hey,
y'all.
where can everybody find you
Oh,
real
yeah.
quick?
Oh,
Please
yo,
tell us.
please follow my social at the Kung Fu DJ. All right, TheKungFujj. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Careful getting out. Careful getting out. Well, another amazing person coming through.
Unpredicted. I mean, people are just literally walking by. This is happening.
Now I'm holding this up to you. Let me
No,
put
hold
this
it
back
down.
on.
Put it back
Right.
down.
So, this is about connections. Like he was just saying. And you and I met at an expo.
We did.
Which one?
There was Mobile Beats, or was it? I don't want to throw out the names
Yeah, there's been
arbitrarily.
Yeah, right. We've been to a lot of conferences. Sometimes it all becomes a blur once you get to, a few years into it.
Yeah, this is year 6, isn't it?
I've even lost count of what year my first one was. It was 2018 or 19, I think, was when it first started.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was 6 years. I think is what it was.
But you keep coming back because of the connections, right? And the education is great. And when you're first getting started, you want to take in all of it, and then you go home and you really want to implement what you can, but sometimes it's the connections that you maintain more than the education and like following through on what you learned and what you want to do. But you come back because, it starts to become the family, right?
Yes, it really does. It really does. Because a lot of it comes into, as well, just we all have our own mental health. We know there's a lot of stuff that's behind the scenes. You see a lot of the glitz that we put on social media and everything, but behind the scenes, what goes on after events, before events, all that really, what we keep in contact quite a bit, and that's huge. I mean, between the both of us, there's been many conversations and many ideas that have come through because of that. The family.
Yeah.
That has been amazing.
Yeah, so I think that's one of the reasons. I mean, I think there's several reasons why people come to these things, or all the things we mentioned, but I think really when it comes down to it, you make yourself a better person by connecting, learning, networking, and then these opportunities come up to like do some cool shit where maybe you're emceeing a main stage or you're DJing on the pier.
Right.
That was awesome. Or you're just podcast. Look at this cool booth. And earlier today I was supposed to work the Bun booth with him. And shout out to Joe Bunn because he gave a really great seminar the other day. It was the only one I got to stop into, as a matter of fact. And I walked in and he was connecting from the heart with everybody in the room. And we all have stories like that, but we're not all very eloquent. I especially trip over words quite a bit. But that was a really good seminar. And even just to learn that some of your peers are going through stuff that you're going through and how they maintain their way through it.
And I mean, this actually goes out to a lot of the DJs out there that think that they know everything. I at no point in time didn't think that I know everything, even now to this day.
Yeah.
But if you're new on the scene and you're trying to level up and trying to figure out, where to go, and you go to the people that have the experience. You know, one, be around other people that want to learn as well, but two, be around the people that want to give you that education, that they've gone through it. So that way you don't have to hit those hurdles every single time it comes up. They'll show you how to get over those hurdles, those challenges, whether if it's in business management, whether if it's employees, whether if it's gear or even talent. That's the thing, you know, we always can learn one way or another. The talent though here in this building is insane.
Oh my God. I know. That's one of the reasons why like you stand in a room sometimes and I'm mind blown by like, holy shit, there are all these amazing DJs playing right now at the same time. And they each have like a fan club and everybody's gathered around them and watching them in their element. And it's so cool. I just saw Eliza May. Okay, first of all, I've seen her here. I met her here, I think. DJ Rachel, we need you to stop in if you have a second. But she's one of the funniest effing DJs I've ever seen, and she was just performing live over in a booth. Yeah, we have a new podcast, and we're very inconsistent. But come in because if we're gonna talk to anybody about elevating events, we have to talk to DJ Rachel.
Am I like squished?
Yeah, squish him.
Right there. Come around.
Sorry,
This is live and raw.
Yeah, we weren't really set up for guests today, but it just kind of happened.
It's
As
been
people are walking
happening,
by,
yeah.
they're trying to snag you guys.
We
You guys
just
are
announced
snagging us.
the revamp of the podcast. So
Yeah.
So
well,
we're talking blowing smoke?
No more blowing smoke. We blew smoke for a year to get started, right? We were practicing. And now we want to take it a step further and we want to help other DJs and people who are event planners and stuff. So we're elevating events, and we already talked about, with Mike Walter mentioned emceeing, and then Electro Voice mentioned good quality sound, and then we heard about connecting and basically caring through, being concerned about your clients.
And
stuff.
the name of the new podcast now. What's the revamp?
So it's Event Alchemy, and we're transforming ordinary events into gold. So that's what you do.
Look at how much I missed. This is crazy. Congrats, and that's amazing.
Thanks.
I love it.
Thank you.
I still listen to Blowing Smoke too. I'm not gonna lie.
We've been very inconsistent, but it was a great starting off point. So, now we want to have more purpose, and this is kind of the new road we're taking. But we want to interview people now. We don't want to just sit here and banter back and forth. So we want to involve.
So we're going to ask you to let everybody know who you are.
If they don't know you
if
yet.
they don't know you yet.
Okay. Hello, internet world. Spotify, wherever you consume your podcast content. My name is DJ Rachel. I'm a mobile DJ from Connecticut. I've been at this about 15 years, loving every second of it, and that's it. You need music, I will be there.
And as far as the expo, you wanted to ask her about her input on that.
About the expo?
Yeah. Why we're here? What's happening?
Oh, I guess, but we don't want to ask her about elevating events first?
We can.
I think what I learned from you was about the lighting. Not that that's the only thing that you did, but I did learn a lot about lighting from you. So that's one way I would think to elevate events, because you really, your setup and everything stands out. So maybe, I don't want to speak for you, but if I had to say how your events are different, it's your setup. I love that it's clean. You've streamlined how to make it easy for everybody to you found the gear that you love and that you think is simple and the best that people should use. So I don't know. I think that's how you elevate events, with your lighting and your setup, which is just different.
No, absolutely. You nailed it. I'm a solutions-based DJ. So yes, music's important. Have people having a good time, but also clients need good solutions. They want to know that when you get there, they're covered from start to finish. I actually just got on a preferred vendor list at the Connecticut Science Center. It was that 6-story wedding I did. They sent me an email the other day, listen, we've never had an event, multi-level event, run as smooth as it ever has with you. Would you like to be a preferred vendor here? Because they just want to know someone's going to come in, take care of their clients, provide solutions. It's going to be smooth. It's going to look good, sound good, and they want you to get in and get the hell out.
Right.
So great gear is absolutely a part of that. And you just take a couple lights, you can transform a room. Now, granted, the investment is in the cost of it, but you tap a button and you've totally transformed a space in 6 minutes. Kind of a thing.
Right.
So that's my event elevation, is having great solutions with high impact, with as minimal effort as possible. Sometimes I think we overcomplicate stuff. We think we need all the things, and you just need some great basics, and you can bring it from a 5 to a 9.
Yeah, and
obviously still DJ good, but lighting is not going to replace not knowing how to DJ. Let's just make that clear. But,
Absolutely not.
you know.
But we're looking at elevating events. So if you don't have any, that's definitely one element you should add to DJing is some lights, right?
Yeah.
And possibly you're in there and you're selling with.
So I'm here with Max Design. He makes DJ and photo booth gear, and his booth has single-handedly revolutionized my business insanity. I no longer hate setup and tear down. I can fit under a staircase. I can DJ in the muddiest hay-filled barn you put me in without a worry. I got you.
I end up with a freaking Danny Max booth, Rachel.
When she's done with an event, she can literally go down the side of a hill and sled down it. In it.
Makes a great $3,000 sled if you're
I
looking
got
for it.
her. I remember seeing that. I was like, what is she doing?
Steph, we
so
work real hard, and we deserve to have good solutions. You know,
100%.
and I'm gonna get a little preachy here, but think of all the money, not you, but just people you spend on your coffee, your cigarettes, whatever you consume, whether it's fingernails or tanning or like if you just kind of bundled that together and like invested in something, like it's paid for. You know, me not having to lift a 75-pound dragon board facade.
I love it.
You know what I mean?
I've already got a couple things, and I now have the this decibel meter reader.
Oh.
And I wanted to tell you this: the next event that I did at a barn farm,
A barn farm.
they asked me if I had a decimal meter reader thing, and I didn't have it with me because I didn't unbox it yet because you didn't teach me how to use it.
She was,
Turn it on and
she
you
was
read
so-
the number.
She was so proud of it too. She said, "Ern, look what I got because of Rachel," and then she forgot it. I'm like,
And everyone thought it was crazy.
No, it was so funny because I was like, I've never needed one of these in all my years. And then the next event, it was like, oh my God. why didn't I
It's
just pick it
changing,
up?
man. A lot of venues are becoming a lot more soundscape conscious.
Yeah, I noticed.
And they're popping up in areas they shouldn't be, so they have to be real careful
Yeah.
about the levels. So if
Yeah.
you don't have an SPL meter, get one.
Yeah, one of those too.
So-
honestly, if you just follow her and listen to her advice, you're gonna end up with a lot of things you didn't know you needed. So get
Rachel, we're
ready
getting technical
to
now.
work more to buy the things you
You
need.
said SPL. That's sound pressure level.
Correct.
You have to do SPL as well, or DB? Sorry,
They're getting technical.
we did.
This is why I
Sound
need
pressure
a
is
video.
like what moves your
So-
ears in and out.
We're conflate. So SPL is like what's on your speaker.
Okay.
So people like look at like watts, like 2,000 watts. No, you
Right.
want what the SPL is. That's the sound pressure level it's putting out to your audience.
Exactly.
Your DB meter is how you're measuring
Right.
that level.
That's
so
exactly
you
right,
know
yes.
where you fall into that. And just so you know, toilets flush at about 75 dB. So if you're booking a wedding at a barn farm and they're like, hey, your level limit is 80, you can just be like, well, your toilets flush at 75. So, you know,
You know what? If you don't freaking love DJ Rachel, what is wrong
She
with
said
you?
toilet.
I love it. She's got so many like nuggets of information. I
Yes.
feel like you should be a regular guest on our show. We should check in with her all the time and see what's going on. She's got just tidbits of information all the time that I'm like, okay, that's interesting too. Let's learn more about that. So you have to follow her on all the channels and social medias and stuff.
Where can
so they
people
just
find you?
at DJ Rachel Lynch, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Oh, I'm going to do a shameless plug here.
Yes, please.
We just started the DJ Help
Yes,
Desk.
I was gonna ask
That's
that.
right. That's right.
It is a brand new, up and coming, about 3-month-old Facebook group. I'm getting some swag. You, my people, thank you. I love you. It's an up and coming, brand new Facebook group run by 3 mods. So this way, there's no bureaucracy. Literally everything that gets posted goes past my eyes, and it's pretty much here's my slogan. I'm gonna get T-shirts made: be kind, be helpful, or be gone.
Nice.
That's it.
Yes, I like the be
Or,
kind
or
part
be or
too.
be banned.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna add a fourth. Be kind, be helpful, or be gone or be banned. That's it. We run a tight ship.
Nobody needs all that nonsense, you know.
And this is for the people who aren't on that forum yet. How many strong are you in there now?
In 3 months, we are over 10,000 members. And full transparency, man, we would be probably at close to 20, but we deny probably 60 to 70% of the inquiries because they don't answer the questions. They don't have a profile. Like if you don't profile pic, I'm not
Right.
letting you in.
If you're not real.
Like if you don't pass the vibe check, if you're not real,
Good.
denied.
Saving us from the nonsense that goes on in the DJ groups, because if you are in the other ones, then you know what I'm talking about. It's not always, you can't always just go in there and leave a comment and expect some actual feedback
And you
without
know what?
getting
It's not even
bashed.
just about gear and advice. We want you to show, if you're proud of something, come show it off. If you have a great mix, we're going to require you to share the track list, but we want people to share things that excite them and build a community, and we can be other people's cheerleaders. It's not just like, how many SPL is the Evers say?
It is an absolute positive forum.
Yes.
Okay?
We're trying, man.
But I want to say, for it to have 10,000 strong in that short amount of time, the positivity level, it surpasses whatever ounce or drop of negativity that comes in.
Yeah. So I don't even know. Congratulations. I don't know how you do it or why you do it, because I would never. Hey,
That's my sweatshirt.
So,
I got Hawkeyes on that, man.
Rachel, thank you for
Thank
coming.
you.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Thank you for having me. I'm
thank
so
you.
glad. Great to
Appreciate
see
you so
guys.
much.
You're so welcome.
All right, we will
Have fun. See you around.
keep
See you in the
following
help
her.
desk.
Yes.
Get your swag too.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go get my swag.
All right.
All right, we gotta suck this in.
Come on in. Come on in. All right. Superstars abound. We're getting them all in here.
Superstars abound.
So we were going to be 30 minutes, but you know us. We go overtime all the time. Come on in. We're doing a live podcast. We'd just like to say hi real quick. We're live.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
All right. You're going to tell us who you are, and we're going to ask you a question.
Okay, I'm Jason Cohen, DJ Demand.
All right. So we were talking about... Here.
There you go.
Oh, there
I'll
you go.
hold it.
All right. You hold it. That
I'll
arm
hold it.
hurts. All right.
It's
We're
sensitive.
talking about our new podcast. It's called Event Alchemy. So we're talking about transforming ordinary events into gold.
Okay.
So we've talked about quite a few things. I'm not even going to tell you what they are, but if you had one nugget of gold to offer the DJ world out there, event planners, people who are throwing parties, what would you say? What's the one thing you can think of that they should do to elevate their event, transform it?
So I'm a wedding guy, so that's pretty much almost everything that I do. Pay attention to what your brides and grooms are doing. I will friend them on Instagram. I follow their stories, see what songs they're dancing to at the bachelorette party. One night I did a wedding. It was a year ago because the bride just texted me to remind me about it. The night before her wedding, Parent Trap was on, and she put on Instagram, "My comfort movie is on. I'm so happy right before my wedding." And you bet, during dinner, I played the entire Parent Trap soundtrack.
Oh my God.
She said the first song, she was like, "Oh my God, that's from Parent Trap." The second one, she's like, "That's really weird. That's still from." And by the third one, she came running over. She's like, "How did you know that? Like, this is exactly what I wanted?" I'm
That
like,
is so
"Because we're
cool.
friends. I pay attention to what your brides and grooms are doing."
That is awesome
Yeah.
information.
We
Oh my God.
all have lighting. We all have really loud speakers. There's definitely stuff to level up with that. But the thing that they're going to remember the most is personalizing it for them.
Yeah. Oh my God, I love that. And first of all, Parent Trap is one of my favorite movies, so I know that whole soundtrack.
And my wife helped me with the soundtrack
you know
for
what?
sure.
That was so smart of you. And you know what? To bring her back to like that happy memory of that childhood place at her wedding day. You know, I can almost like feel the emotion that she felt because that's amazing that you thought to do that. I love it.
Awesome.
All right, another gold nugget from you from
DJ
Tell them
Demand.
how to find you
Oh,
also.
yes.
Oh, at DJ Demand on everything. I'm with SCE Event Group. SCE Event Group, DJ Demand.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us.
What is
All
happening right
right.
now? Oh,
Right.
man.
Oh.
Love you, brother. Jeez. Thank you for coming through.
Great stuff. This is a cool looking set. I love the setup, everything.
Dude.
Great stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Jeffrey Craig is here. I don't know if we can get him in here for a second, or he might be busy talking.
If you hold it too close, it'll distort it.
I'm sorry.
I
I
know.
don't know. I'm used to holding the microphone. Okay.
I got something for you if you want.
Ooh. Oh, is it like one of those covers?
Oh.
Is this recording live?
Oh my God. This is another shameless.
Oh
Yeah,
my
shameless
God.
plug.
That is hysterical.
You just clip it right on the back of there. I'm going to be doing tomorrow. I'm going to be doing all my interviews for that.
So if I'm gonna,
God. It's so funny.
I don't know if I can get this thing out right now.
I'm used to talking like this.
Mine's stuck. Let me see yours.
Again, shameless plug, Joe and Fuchsia.
That is
Yeah.
so funny.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you notice, this kind of looks like a product that you get off the shelf, but it's not. This is definitely specially done. DAFs. Sir, can you explain what DAFs is?
The Drew and Few Show. They didn't give me a budget, so this is what we're working with.
Oh my God.
Drew and Few Show.
Wow. All right. You know,
Yes.
we're gonna think outside the box now for Event Alchemy.
Man,
You guys should do a cross podcast, by the way. I'm sure they would be down for that.
Oh yeah. All right. We'll
Absolutely.
talk
You go on
about it
their
for
show,
sure.
they'll come on your show.
I love it.
I love it.
We're gonna make it happen. All
Thank
right.
you
More
so
great
much,
ideas
man.
are
Thank
flowing.
you. Oh wow, that
So let's do a close, right? Do we
Yes,
want to?
yes,
What did we just learn? It was an abundance of like.
so exactly what happened right now over the last 6 years for me coming to these. This is the camaraderie. I mean, you have amazing talent that just they're dominating in their markets, but it isn't because of ego. It isn't because of like they're undercutting other people. They are working together to better each other. That's what I love about this. Right now, what we have, this is invaluable for people to come up to us and we sit there, we talk, we network, we go over things, whatever's on our mind, whatever's really like chipping away at us. Okay, they are there to support, just like how Steph and I met.